Igloo Lake Lodge was established in 1973 by Vince Burton. It's been in existence now for 40 years. Myself and my brother just purchased it last year in 2018 from his son, Jim Burton. So here at Igloo Lake, we have lake fishing and we also have stream fishing. And in the stream, we have a place called the Bowl. And experienced fishermen or the novice fishermen can go there and have a tremendous amount of fun in a day. You can catch upwards of 50 fish there for sure with a dry fly in a day.
Oh, got him. Just got here. We seen a fish rise. Just got my rod out. I threw my line out and was just pulling off some line, and a fish grabbed it. Grabbed my dry fly. This is crazy.
Oh yeah.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Wow. What color?
Excellent fish. You're figuring about 6 pounds, huh? This week, we're at Igloo Lake Lodge in Labrador, and we're after giant eastern brook trout with, weather permitting, a fly out for Atlantic salmon. We'll talk about equipment, flies, and technique, everything you need to know to take these fish. It's gonna be a fantastic week. Stay with us.
That is amazing.
There's a take. Oh, nice.
The power. All right.
The new fly fisher is supported by Newfoundland and Labrador Outfitters Association, Orvis Fly Fishing, Trout Unlimited, Rio Products, Oscar Blues Brewery, Global Rescue, Adipose Boatworks, WeatherTech Canada.
This week, the new fly fisher crew visits Igloo Lake Lodge in beautiful Labrador, located 72 miles southeast of Goose Bay near the 53rd parallel. Igloo Lake Lodge is right in the heart of giant eastern brook trout country. The brook trout is one of the hardest fighting and one of the most beautiful fish you'll ever encounter. Hosting us this week is lodge owner Craig Gillingham, and guiding me is Edwin Domine. As luck would have it, the first day the main lake had high winds and was not safe to go out on. My guide Edwin suggested Archie's, which is about a half-an-hour walk through the bush along caribou paths. A boat motor's moored there and is for guests to use. He said the area is protected from the wind and at times the hatches are good. He wasn't wrong because when we got there, the hatches of mayflies had just started. Just out here, they're, like always, that much too far for you to cast from shore.
Yep.
So we come out in the boat. Okay. Coming in now. He took quite a bit of line out, but he doesn't feel like he's all that big, but we'll see. Oh no, it's decent fish. Yeah, I can.
You can do that, can you?
Yeah, yeah.
He's a fighter.
Yeah.
We have a mayfly coming off right now that are green drakes. Quite large mayflies too, which is nice. I can see it quite easily. Get him his head up. Good man. Essentials when you come to Labrador. You got to dress for 4 seasons. Today it's warm. I just got my coat on, but I also usually have a fleece, a shirt, and an undershirt. You can run in from rain, even sleet and snow at times, to summer conditions. Plan for everything. You need a good set of waders, and on your boots, you need cleated boots because wading here can be quite hazardous at times. Along with that, an essential for me anyways, and for most people, is your third leg, a good wading staff, a good set of eye gear. Polarized lenses, the water is a little bit dark, so it's kind of tough to see the bottom, but you'll see the rocks that you're coming up against when you're wading. Not to mention safety with your eyes. You're winging flies around, again, the wind can blow up anytime. I've been hitting my glasses a number of times, so you must have them. And finally, can't get away from it. The insects here at times can be pretty bad, so you must bring some insect repellent. And one last thing, a wading belt. If you have the misfortune of falling in, a wading belt will stop the water from filling up your waders and carrying you downstream. So a wading belt is a must. Fish on. Now, another one. It's later in the afternoon. It was quite cool this morning, so the hatches weren't on. As the afternoon went on, the sun come out and warmed up the water a bit, and the hatch started, and now the fish are traveling around and eating and feeling good right now. He don't like that.
I don't like that at all. I think he saw my face.
He's camera shy, I think. I can't get his head up. Get his head up and we'll be able to get him. There we go. Decent.
Yeah, but same size. Maybe just a little bit bigger. Here we go. Oh. Yeah.
Away he goes.
Igloo Lake Lodge was established in 1973 by Vince Burton. It's been in existence now for 40 years. Myself and my brother just purchased it last year in 2018 from his son, Jim Burton. Here at Igloo Lake, we have eastern brook trout and northern pike in the lake. With our flyouts to Owl Brook, you have the opportunity to catch some trophy Atlantic salmon, and Char Lake, you can get trophy Arctic char as well. The potential for catching a huge brook trout at Igloo Lake is very good. We've had a catch and release program here for the last 15 years. It's paid big dividends. Average trout in the lake right now is 5 pounds, and you can get them 10 pounds plus. Our stream fishing, you get trout from 1 to 3 pounds, but in the lake, you've got a really good chance of getting a brook trout 10 pounds plus.
Ooh, that was pretty good.
That's a big fish. A nice fish.
That was on my fly too.
It was on, was it?
Yep, there he goes. Got him. Not very big.
Oh, you'd be surprised.
Now let's get some line in here and manage my line. I got a big tangle right now underneath my feet. So manage your line, get it in on the reel, then you can fight the fish properly. Oh, it's bigger than I thought. I thought it was a small fish. It's about the same size as that last one. They're all about the same size. Well, that's, it certainly turned on like a switch, didn't it?
Might even be a little bit bigger.
And this one, I seem to be able to get his head up. There we go. And that's a little bit bigger. The rods and reels we use this week are number 5 and number 6 weight rods. Now, given the size of the fish I've run into, I'd also recommend a number 7 weight rod. These are both 9 feet long and they're stiff action. Why do I pick stiff action? You got wind to deal with a lot of times around here, and it's much easier to punch line into the wind when you got a stiffer action rod. The reels this week, now I've run into a number of situations where the fish ran directly at me, so my large arbor reel was a big help. A good drag system. These fish can be large again. They caught a 10-pounder here last week, so you need a good smooth drag. Now another option you got when coming to Igloo Lake Lodge is a fly out to Owl Brook, and that's for Atlantic salmon. So bring along a number 8 or a number 9 weight rod with a good reel with a strong drag, because Atlantic salmon fight hard. Fish on. I watched this fish come up from the deep. Nice and slow, and took it easy. Big fly. Not a very big fish, but it was neat to watch it come up and eat. I say this is a small fish, but where I come from, this is a trophy. Definitely a trophy.
So here at Igloo Lake, we have lake fishing and we also have stream fishing. And in the stream, we have a place called the Bowl. And experienced fishermen or the novice fishermen can go there and have a tremendous amount of fun in a day. You can catch upwards of 50 fish there for sure with a dry fly in a day.
This is known as the nursery, and your chances of getting a big fish here are good, but most of them are 10, 12 inches. But this is a place you want to bring a novice fly fisher. To learn how to dry fly fish, this is the perfect spot. So a lot of people bring their kids here, and the kids just have a ride. You can catch 50 fish in a day, easy, very easy. So your chances of a big fish out in the lake are higher. You got some big fish in here. Somebody caught a 6-pounder here the other day. So they are here too, but mostly, I gotta hold, I'm telling you, I gotta hold my fly back because they're biting it so much. But want a lot of fun? Come down to the nursery, and it's just within a short walking distance of the lodge. There was one decent one rising over here. Now the technique I'm using for these bombers, brown bombers and white bombers and that, is I'm casting across the stream itself, the fast water, and then just pulling tight and allowing the fly to swing and skitter across the top. And that seems to be what the fish are interested in. Dead drift today is getting me nothing. As soon as I move the fly, wham, they hit it.
I started coming here in 2014. This is my 6th consecutive year. The reason I come back here is the way we're treated. They treat you from the time you arrive at the Goose Bay Airport till you leave the Goose Bay Airport. You're treated like a king or a queen. It is truly amazing.
I caught a large fish. It struck very hard. So we were quite blasé about it. At first, we thought it was a pike. Until about 10 minutes in, we got it close to the boat. That changed a little bit now. It's a little heart-wrenching moment, but we got it done. And tremendous guide, Alvin. It's just superb. Positioning the boat, keeping it straight, starting the engine up if there's any slack, taking up the slack for me, because I only have a mid-arbor reel. And it's just quite an experience. Following the fish, I was just on an endorphin high the rest of the day. It was unbelievable how well I felt. And each year I've come, I've set a new record for me, but I think it'll be hard to beat this one. And by the way, it weighed between 9 and 10 pounds. We didn't measure it. It's so important to get these fish that size, a big hen, unmarked, get that back in the water as quick as possible, no damage done to it. So we didn't do any measurements or anything. It's just a Gord Cumming personal best. But I think it was pushing 10. I'd like to think it was. It's certainly definitely a strong 9.
Here at Igloo Lake, we have a couple of places you can hike and fish for the day. We have Archie's, which is about a 20-minute hike from the camp. It's a little challenging, but it's not a bad hike at all. And we have Burton's Pond, which is about a 25 to 30-minute hike. But once you get there, the rewards will pay off and you'll have a fabulous day fishing for eastern brook trout.
Conditions at Burton's Pond were perfect as the water was dead calm and there was mayfly spinners falling. All we had to do was sit there and wait for the fish to rise.
What you got to try to do is when you see the rise, try to figure out which way they're going, left or right or towards you or back, and put your fly 5 to 6 feet away from them. Generally, they pick it up and that's when they hit it. Just missed a big fish. Very exciting. Oh, got him. Can you believe that?
Seen it all.
Seen it all. We just got here. We seen a fish rise. Just got my rod out. I threw my line out and was just pulling off some line, and a fish grabbed it. Grabbed my dry fly. This is crazy. And it feels like a decent fish, too. Now he's gonna go for his run.
Okay, he's past anchor, Bill.
Okay.
He's staying down, isn't he?
Yeah, it was just a sip. You never know. You can't go by the size of the sip. There he goes. He's gone. I don't believe this. This is the first for me. Just letting the line out, and he took it on the surface. Effective flies, that's for sure. Now he's coming at us. So I got a good large arbor reel, works best for this.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir, yeah.
Wow. What color?
Look at the color. It's almost the color of a char.
Man.
Awesome. Excellent fish. You're figuring about 6 pounds, huh?
Yep, looks about 6 pounds. All right, he's gonna go now.
This is the type of fish you can get at Igloo Lake Lodge. Fantastic. On this week's show, I got lucky. Most everything was on dry flies. At this time of year, the hatches are green drakes, nice big flies, along with brown drakes. The flies that I used this week were tied by my guide, Edwin, and this green drake was tied with alpaca wool. Now, for the fly tiers in the audience, this is the best stuff I've ever used. It floats like a cork. All we had to use was floating once, and it stayed on top for hours. Unbelievable. So we used a green drake, the same pattern in a brown color for a brown drake, slightly smaller, but still size 10, size 8s. They worked really well. Float like a cork. And best of all, bombers. Believe it or not, brook trout love bombers, and you skitter them on top. You don't have to worry about dead drifting them. They do take them when they're dead drifted, but if you twitch them and skitter them on top, the fish go wild on them. The streamer that we used, most part, was this yellow and red muddler minnow. Zuddlers work, strip leeches work, rabbit leeches in olive, black, but mostly muddler minnows. They seem to like them here, and not even weighted. You can drag them right across the top of the water, and the fish, like I said, they look up and they attack this like crazy. Okay.
Right here.
I seen him.
He's going left, I think.
Going left, yeah. Got it. Let him take the line. As long as you keep the line tight, keep your rod tip up. This feels like a decent fish. Keeps heading. Oh man, it's a big, big fish. It's a big, big fish. Look at him. Oh,
Gosh, that's a big fish, man.
That's a big fish. Nope. Okay, I'm gonna get his head up.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh, chunky. Look how chunky he is.
Oh, it's a big one. It's a big one. I'm so happy.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah. Can see it real good.
Perfect.
You see a rise, and this is another big fish.
Ooh, yeah.
You see a rise and try to figure out which way they're going and then cast ahead of them. Because they're out searching for mayflies. They're cruising around. I'm like a kid right now. I'm giddy. It's another good fish. He's still pretty green. Taking out line nicely. You need a good drag, and a large arbor really helps a lot here because they tend to run right at you, and this guy's going crazy. Big green drakes happening right now, which are a large mayfly. For those in the audience that don't know, they're a very large mayfly. They're easy to see. and just figure out which way the fish is going when you see them rise. And another really, really nice fish. Yes, sir. All right.
In the boat.
This is wonderful. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. This is great. This is great. Wasn't that a great dry fly adventure? I'd like to thank Craig Gillingham, owner of Igloo Lake Lodge, for inviting us. And we'd like to give out a special thanks to Jim Burton for flying us all around. Jim has been a special friend to us over the years here at the New Fly Fisher, and he's decided to retire. Happy retirement, bud. For more information on this show and others in our series, visit us on the web at thenewflyfisher.com. From all of us here at the New Fly Fisher, thanks for joining us. Tight lines, we'll see you next time.
Hi, I'm Tom Rosenbauer. For videos like the one you just saw and more, subscribe to our channel. You don't want to miss our weekly uploads of educational videos, exciting trips, and much more.
The New Fly Fisher is supported by Newfoundland and Labrador Outfitters Association, Orvis Fly Fishing, Trout Unlimited, Rio Products, Oscar Blues Brewery, Global Rescue, Adipose Boatworks, WeatherTech Canada.